Hello, everyone. This is Dante. If you remember me still, I know it's been a very long time since I have made up a video. It's been a very, very crazy time the last few months. I keep saying, okay, I'm going to be consistent, I'm going to be consistent. And then, like, life seems to happen. I've had like quite a few changes. Like in December, my boyfriend at the time came to visit, and he stayed for about 3 weeks. And during that 3 weeks, we broke up. And so then January was a little bit difficult, and I decided in January that I wanted to move out on my own and get my own space because since I moved to Estonia, I had a roommate, which I've had roommates my whole life. Even though I'm 36, I have never had my own apartment. When I lived in Macedonia for 2 months, I did rent an Airbnb for 2 months, and I had my own place there. But I don't really consider that really me having an apartment because like my name wasn't on a lease, and I knew it was only going to be like 2 months or whatever. Um, and so anyway, I decided, okay, I really want to have my own space. I want freedom. I want to be by myself. And so for the first time, I didn't know if it was going to actually work out because one thing I will say is that the apartments that I have found, like I'm not from Tallinn, or from Estonia, so obviously people from here probably have a better chance, or they do better with finding the apartments that they want. But the apartments that I have found were either like super old and dated and ugly, in my taste or opinion, or they were like very nice and modern, but they were also very expensive. Or you can maybe find like a nicer place, but it's like not really near the city, which is very normal because I feel like usually when you living in the city, it's gonna cost more money. But I know that for me, I wanted to live near the city because that's where I work, and I knew that if I lived far outside of the city, I probably wouldn't go into the office and I would work from home most days. And I feel like if I do that, then I would probably become a little depressed because I am an extrovert. I am a people person. I do like to have my alone time, but I also like to be around people. And so I knew that, but I'm also lazy and I'm not a morning person. So if I had to wake up super early to like get on a bus for 30 minutes or 40 minutes to go to work, then I wouldn't do it. Whereas now I'm able to walk, although the walk is about 30 minutes, but I feel good about it because I feel like, oh, I'm exercising, I'm doing something good for myself, so it's okay. Um, but with that move, I moved into an apartment that had no furniture, no anything. Which I know for the US is very common. Like if you move into a new apartment, you have to like furnish it. But like now, like I've been in Europe, not like super long. I've still been in the US longer, but it's funny how quick your mindset changes because so far for me at least, every apartment that I've moved into or even looked at for Europe are already furnished. And so that's just what I was expecting. But I'm happy. Like, I was happy that it wasn't furnished because I also, like I said, I never had my own apartment, and I really wanted to move into a place and make it my own and make it feel like home and make it feel cozy because I feel like while I love traveling and things of that nature, I also like never really felt like I had a home. Like my dad, he was in the military, and so we moved around quite a bit. Like not like a lot. There's definitely people who moved around way more than I did, but I was in Virginia, then we moved to Germany, then we moved back to Virginia, then we moved to Nebraska, then I moved to like Australia, then I moved back to Nebraska, then I moved to Texas, then I moved to North Carolina, then I moved back to Texas, and then now I'm here. Then I was in Germany, and then I was here, and I just feel like with moving around so much, I just never felt like people will ask me, oh, well, where feels like home? Like nowhere feels like home to me. Like I feel like I'm a person without a home. I'm a person without roots. I mean, my family is my roots, but I don't have like a physical place. So I really wanted to make this my home, which everyone is like, really? You want to make Estonia your home? Yes. I feel like I'm old. I'm here. I'm tired. I want this to be my home. I want it to be cozy. I want this to be my sanctuary. So while I was super happy that there was no furniture, it was also super stressful trying to buy affordable furniture, because also I was finding it difficult to get some places to ship here. Like when I was like looking online, everywhere was like, oh, we'll ship to Germany, but like not to Estonia. And so I was finding like some of these like online furniture shops that don't actually have real storerooms or floor rooms. The reviews were not so great. Like people were like, "Oh, I got this furniture and it wasn't like what it showed on the pictures, or it fell apart." And I was like, I don't have time to be wasting throwing away money if whatever. So yeah, so that was also like pretty stressful. And then also at the same time I was doing my training for the new job, because I have like my job is like two parts. So I did the first part of the training and I did that job for like 3 months, and then now I started the second part of the training in January. And so it was very, very, for me, very, very stressful. Like the first week of working my new job, I cried every day. And I'm not joking. I cried because I don't know. I think for myself, I have very high expectations for myself for a job, and I felt like I just felt like an idiot. Like I'm like, why am I not getting this? Everybody else seems to be getting this, and like what is wrong with me? And I just got so frustrated. But now like it's been about going on 3 months, because like I finished training in January, now February, March. So total with the training and now it's been almost about 3 months, and I definitely feel a lot better now. I still don't feel like 100%, but I definitely feel a lot better than I did in the beginning. But this is, I just wanted to put this out there because I know that I'm not the only one who has felt this way. And I also wanted to make this video. Like, I know I've been taking such a long time to do them, but I really wanted to make this video today because I felt really called to, because I really want people out there who are maybe like me or maybe not like me, uh, to still go after their dreams, to know that it's possible. Because the fact that I'm here now is so wild to me, because I remember, I mean, and you probably remember too because you can see the videos. I moved to Europe without a plan. Like I had no plan. Um, I don't have a bachelor's degree. I didn't have like a ton of money saved. I had probably I probably had about, well, I guess I had a decent amount, but like not like a lot. I think I had about 13 or maybe $14,000 saved. I don't even remember anymore, but I think it was about 13 or 14,000 saved. Um, and that was it. And then I went to Macedonia, and I was in Macedonia for 2 months. So of course that ate away some money. And then I also went to Greece, and I went to Turkey, and I went to Serbia, and I got a tattoo, and I went to Albania and Montenegro, and I was just traveling around. And then I went to Germany, and I got an apartment in Germany. And I that was like when things got real. Like that was when I was like, man, okay, I'm here. I have to apply for this visa, but in order to apply for a visa, I need to get a job. And it was just very, very it was like very stressful. And like the life that I was living there, it felt like, okay, this is what it's like when you show up and you have no plan and you just basically take what you can get. And it was super stressful. I'll have to tell you about my experience freelancing and trying to get paid, and how long of a process that is, on another video. But it was like, I don't know, to me it felt like in alignment with my life. Like, of course this is how things go for you. Like, you come here, I did get my visa, but it was kind of a little bit stressful with finding a good job that I was able to like support myself with. And then basically this job fell out of the sky from a connection that I had from like 10 years ago when I lived in Australia, and like a friend that I had made there who I hadn't even talked to. I hadn't even talked to this friend in 5 years, and it still just baffles my mind that like basically one of the fifth things he said to me was, "Oh, if you need a job, I can get you a job." And I never told him that I needed a job. As far as he knew, I was teaching English in Germany and was happy as a clam. Uh, so yeah, it's so crazy. Like, I don't know, life is wild. You never know what's gonna happen, and I think that's the reason why, like, you should just, if you have a dream, don't ask yourself, oh, well, how am I gonna make it happen? Like, oh, how am I gonna, like, just go for it. Like, just go for it and just try. Like, you can't, of course, be lazy. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna twiddle my thumbs. Like, you're gonna, like, you try everything that you can try, do whatever you can. You don't know what God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is going to make available to you to have, like, to help you pursue that dream. Because I don't know, that's one thing that I've learned is like life will, like, you rise to the challenge, and sometimes like life rises up there with you to like help you make your dreams come true. um so yeah, I just want to make this video to say that. And I will be shooting another video, probably talking about the stress of trying to get paid as a freelancer in Germany. I want to also do a video about like ADD, because that was something that I was diagnosed with when I was a kid. It was something that I had ignored and suppressed, and I was able to suppress it pretty successfully. I'm like, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. Everything is fine. And I was able to work around it. But then after being here and starting this new job, it has become very, I've been made very aware that I have ADD, and that is something that I need to like work on and work through. I need to figure out what works for me, what are my triggers, because with every other job, I've been able just to coast, and I feel like with this job, I cannot just coast. I actually have to really focus and think about it and be conscious. So yeah, so I'm going to do a video about that too. But please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you have any questions, or if you have any thoughts, or also like share your experiences, because I would love to hear your experiences of like something that you thought, oh, this is not possible, and then life happens and it just makes it, yeah, it makes it happen for you. So yeah, anyways, until next time, bye guys.